My husband cheated on me while I was in the psych ward and I have no idea what to do. This a long one, so buckle up. My 20F husband, 21M, have been married for not even 9 months. We had known each other for 2 years prior after meeting at a car show and exchanged numbers and became good friends. We eventually started catching feelings and ended up dating. After dating for almost 2 years, we got married as our careers require us to be married to be together. We were separated for majority of our marriage, which definitely does not help things, but at first we were adamant on making long distance work. After a month or 2 of being married, I noticed a shift in his personality. He became more controlling, wanted me to wear modest clothing, even though that's never been my style, and no makeup. Makeup has been one of my biggest outlets of self-expression since I was younger, so having that being taken away was very upsetting for me. He used the argument, "It makes me insecure," for almost everything. When I wanted to get piercings or get a tattoo, he would say the same thing, "It makes me insecure." I felt like that was a really bad reasoning considering the fact that I never had given him a reason to think I was unloyal to him. Unfortunately, being desperately in love and mentally ill makes you blind to certain things like this. Looking back on it now, I realize that it was a clear red flag as to how his behavior was developing. As the months went on, this behavior progressed. He then started accusing me of cheating on him. Saying I was looking at other people, he would get mad at me over things that could have easily been talked about. It made no sense to me when I was trying to communicate and be there for him the whole time, yet he shelled himself off and would never tell me when he was upset about something. Unfortunately, this behavior never improved. We started getting in heated arguments about things. Both of us can be very harsh with our words sometimes, and I am willing to admit that. But I still felt that he was taking our arguments too far. He'd block me and act completely different towards me for days. And then unblock me and act like nothing happened. It was distressing for me, but I just ended up pushing it aside to continue to try and make the relationship work. The months and months of constant arguing eventually ended up putting a lot of stress on me. I ended up going to the psych ward because of the thoughts I was feeling. I spent a week there and I called him while I was there. He was telling me how proud he was of me and that he knows I'm a strong person. I thought this was odd considering he was majority of the reason I was there, but I digress. After I was discharged, I called him and he was talking to me completely different than he was while I was in the hospital. I had a strange gut feeling that something was off, so I asked him, "Why are you acting different?" He said it was nothing and then said he had to go do something on his car and hung up the call. I was very confused by this whole conversation as he led me to believe that I was going to feel supported throughout this whole thing. Call me delusional or whatever. I ended up finding out he cheated on me while I was in the psych ward when I kept pressing him for answers about why he was acting weird. He showed me a video of him clearly having sex with another woman. I can confirm it definitely was not me. He was even wearing the watch I had gifted him and made it a point to show it in the video, almost like he was mocking me. I was crushed and immediately hung up the call and sobbed. I just couldn't piece together how someone who loves you could do something so horrible. I don't know what to do now. This was months ago and we are currently no contact. I still receive a call from him every now and then, but they don't last long and we don't really talk. He's almost flaunting his new life without me in front of me, making me feel upset that he's doing better than I am. The divorce papers are signed and on the table, just wondering, how should I even begin to heal from this? Sorry for the long post and any errors, wrote this late and have a lot on my mind.